Every parent has been there. Your child pushes your buttons, refuses to listen, talks back, or repeats the same mistake you just corrected yesterday. And before you even realize it, your voice rises, your patience slips, and your discipline turns into something else. A reaction instead of a response. We've all been there. Parenting is emotional because it matters to us. But according to recent research, effective child discipline should be separate from anger. When we mix discipline with anger, we risk crossing the line, from teaching to punishing, from connection to conflict. Today, we're going to explore what that means and how to discipline in a way that teaches, protects, and strengthens your relationship with your child, rather than damaging it. Understanding what discipline really means. Let's start with a simple truth. Discipline isn't about punishment, it's about teaching. In fact, the word discipline comes from the Latin disciplina, which means instruction or learning. It's the same root as the word disciple, a student, a learner. So when we talk about disciplining our children, what we're really talking about is teaching them how to act, think, and make better choices. But anger changes the goal. When we discipline from anger, the goal becomes to stop the behavior right now, not to teach a better one for next time. And while that might work in the short term, it doesn't build understanding. It builds fear, resentment, or shame. What research tells us? Recent studies in child development and psychology, including those from the American Psychological Association and leading family researchers, have shown that discipline mixed with anger often leads to harsher punishment, reduced emotional safety, and even long-term relational damage. Children who are frequently disciplined in anger tend to develop higher anxiety around their parents, struggle with emotional regulation, and, ironically, repeat misbehavior more often. Why? Because they're not learning why what they did was wrong. They're learning that their parents' love can feel unpredictable. Calm one moment, explosive the next. When a child feels unsafe emotionally, their brain moves into fight, flight, or freeze mode. And in that state, they're not absorbing lessons. They're protecting themselves. So even if they comply, they're not really learning. They're surviving. Separating discipline from anger. So how do we separate discipline from anger, especially when our emotions are real and parenting can be exhausting? Let's walk through some evidence-based strategies. 1. Pause before you react. When emotions are high, for you or your child, that's not the moment to teach. It's the moment to pause. If you're angry, it's okay to say, "I'm feeling frustrated right now. I need a minute before we talk about this." This models emotional control and gives both of you space to calm down. Research shows that waiting even 10 to 20 minutes before discussing a behavioral issue allows the brain's emotional centers to settle, making logical communication possible again. So instead of reacting, you're responding. That shift from reaction to response is where real discipline begins. 2. Manage your own emotions first. Children learn emotional regulation by watching it, not by being told about it. If you shout, they learn shouting is how adults handle stress. If you calm yourself before addressing a problem, they learn how to calm themselves. Try this simple self-check before disciplining. Am I calm enough to listen? Am I focused on teaching, not punishing? Am I about to say something I'll regret later? If the answer is no, take a breath. Step back. You're not avoiding discipline. You're ensuring it's effective. 3. Address the behavior, not the child's worth. This one is vital. When we criticize the child instead of the behavior, we damage self-esteem, and that erodes trust. Saying, "You're so lazy," tells the child who they are, not what they did. But saying, "You didn't finish your homework, and that's a problem we can fix," focuses on the behavior, not their identity. When you separate the person from the problem, your child feels safe enough to improve. 4. Wait until everyone is calm. Anger is contagious. If your child is upset, disciplining them in that moment is like trying to pour water on a fire with another fire. Wait until everyone's calm, even if that means coming back later. A simple line like, "We'll talk about this when we're both ready," sets the tone that discipline is about reflection, not reaction. Then when you do talk, start with curiosity instead of accusation. "Can you tell me what was happening for you when that happened?" You'll be surprised how much more they share when they don't feel under attack. 5. Use natural and logical consequences. Effective discipline doesn't need to hurt, it needs to connect the dots. Instead of saying, "You're grounded for a week because you forgot your chores," try, "Since the chores weren't done, we'll pause screen time until they're complete." That's a logical consequence, or it ties the behavior to the outcome. Natural consequences, like missing out on something because they forgot, can also teach powerful lessons without anger. These methods encourage responsibility without resentment. 6. Reinforce positive behavior. It's easy to focus on what children do wrong, but research consistently shows that children respond better to positive reinforcement, attention, praise, and encouragement for the things they do right. Try noticing the good. "I saw how patient you were with your sister today. That was kind." Positive feedback builds motivation far more effectively than criticism. It strengthens the bond and helps your child internalize the behavior you want to see. Repairing moments when anger takes over. Now let's be honest. Even with all these tools, no parent gets it right all the time. You're human. You'll have moments when frustration takes over, when you raise your voice or say something you wish you hadn't. What matters most is what you do after. Go back to your child and repair. It could sound like this. "I'm sorry I yelled earlier. I was frustrated, but that wasn't the right way to handle it. I love you, and next time I'll try to calm down first." This doesn't make you weak. It makes you trustworthy. Children learn accountability from our honesty. When you take responsibility for your emotions, they learn to take responsibility for theirs. Repair builds emotional safety, and safety is the foundation of discipline that works. Why calm discipline strengthens relationships? When discipline is calm, consistent, and respectful, something powerful happens. Your child learns that mistakes don't end love. They learn that they can come to you, even when they mess up. And that's the heart of it all. The goal isn't to raise a perfectly behaved child. It's to raise a child who knows how to recover, reflect, and grow. When your child trusts that you'll respond calmly, they're more likely to tell you the truth, to seek your help, and to respect your guidance. That's real influence, and influence, not fear, is what lasting discipline is built on. The parent's inner work. Managing anger in parenting isn't just about technique, it's about healing ourselves. Sometimes our reactions come from old wounds, from how we were disciplined, or from stress we haven't addressed. If you grew up in a home where anger was the main tool of control, calm discipline might feel foreign at first. But remember that you can rewrite the script. Start small. Practice breathing before responding. Remind yourself, I'm not punishing, I'm teaching. And when you slip, repair and reset. You're modeling growth, and that's one of the greatest lessons you can give. Putting it all together. Let's summarize what we've learned about separating anger from discipline. 1. Pause before reacting. Don't discipline in the heat of emotion. 2. Manage your own anger first. Calm parents teach calm behavior. 3. Focus on behavior, not character. Correct the action, not the person. 4. Wait until everyone is calm before discussing. Connection before correction. 5. Use logical consequences. Make sure the outcome fits the action. 6. Reinforce the positive. Notice and celebrate what's going well. 7. Repair when needed. Apologize, rebuild, and model responsibility. These steps create discipline that teaches without tearing down, and that connects without controlling. Closing reflection. Discipline without anger isn't about being soft or permissive. It's about being strong in a way that builds trust, not fear. When your child looks at you, they shouldn't see someone unpredictable. They should see someone steady, someone whose love doesn't depend on their behavior. That's how children grow secure, respectful, and confident. Not because they're afraid of punishment, but because they understand accountability, empathy, and self-control. And all of that begins with you, the calm in their storm, the teacher in their chaos, the guide who shows that love and discipline can coexist. Because the goal isn't perfect behavior, it's a strong, respectful relationship that lasts a lifetime. Discipline with calm, lead with love, teach through connection. If this video resonates with you, please click like, share, and subscribe. If you like this video, please look for my other video on gently guiding your child.